Hi, I'm Kate Johnson from Heritage Business Services, a virtual bookkeeping and business consulting firm dedicated to helping you build your business legacy. This series is called Bookkeeping Basics for the Serious Entrepreneur, and I'm on to tip number 2. I hope you've been able to watch the first video and we'll be excited to watch the rest in this series. The second tip I have for you is that every serious business owner opens a dedicated business bank account and does not mix business and personal expenses. So let's dive into a little bit more of the reasons why this is so important. All right, so this is a little more psychological than anything else, but having a business bank account shows that you're disciplined, that you're not a joke, that you're really taking this seriously. And it is sort of a bare minimum standard for you to have success in business. Now, more practically, this will be a way for you to actually capture all of your tax deductible expenses. I see it all too often that business owners who are not disciplined and who do not have a bank account, or who are not disciplined about using their business bank account, will forget some of the expenses that they have. At the end of the year, they're scrambling to put their books together, which is a bad way to do bookkeeping. But they're certainly, without a doubt, they're going to miss some of the business expenses that they put on their personal card. They won't have a record of it. They're not going to remember it. So if you use your card exclusively for business and always for business, then you will have a record that you can at least go investigate. Now, what was that expense again? What did I spend that money on in February that I've forgotten about? Another important reason to have a business bank account, especially if you're starting out and if you find yourself not really able to keep up with doing your own bookkeeping, a virtual bookkeeper will be able to build financial statements for you and reconstruct the financials of your business from the bank statement downloads. So if we have all the data in the bank, then those statements can be used, and we can use our cloud accounting technology to construct those financial statements for you. If you have expenses all over the place, then that process is going to be difficult, probably inaccurate or not incomplete, and it's going to cost a whole lot more versus a bookkeeper being able to jump in and build your financial statements with clear and sort of siloed data. And when I say bank account, I want to point out that I mean credit card, debit card, PayPal, Stripe account, whatever you're using. If you're also using it for personal, that doesn't count. You need to have any financial platform that you're using be dedicated to business only, with no mixing of your personal expenses. So what should you look for in a business bank account? I recommend that you look for one with no fees and no minimum balance. Those types of banks do exist. Relay is like that. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't keep a minimum balance in your bank account, and I highly suggest that you do, but I don't like that being a requirement, especially when there are banks out there that don't require this anymore. And you also want to make sure that your bank integrates with cloud-based bookkeeping software. A lot of the brick and mortar banks struggle with that. A lot of the new fintech banks, like Relay, for example, are specifically built to make it easy to do accounting and work in the cloud. And they're completely virtual anyway, so it's just part of their DNA. But double check that whatever bank you pick, like if you're wanting to use your local credit union or something like that, you need to make sure that it connects to a cloud-based accounting software, because that is how you're probably going to be keeping your books, and certainly how you're keeping your books if you're going to work with a virtual bookkeeper. All right, I hope that tip number 2 was helpful to you. If you have any questions, please reach out. If you want some suggestions beyond Relay, I can talk about that as well. I serve clients on lots of different bank accounts, so I can give you my opinions if you want that before you open your account. Please reach out. Go to heritagebusinessservices.com if you need any help whatsoever. I'm happy to offer free consultations and would love to be that support for you as you build your business and go along your business journey. I hope you keep coming back to watch all the videos in this series, Bookkeeping Basics for the Serious Entrepreneur. And you can check down below in the description of this video if you would like to download a worksheet with all of my tips in this series.